God's power, listen to this as I close. God's power is coming towards you or passing right by you. And only you will know when and how to reach out and touch it. The majority don't know how. It goes right by them. Right by them. God's power is always coming towards you or passing right by you. And only you will know. God will have to show you because I can't show you that. Only you will have to learn that key. And that key, they can do all that I gave earlier and fail here and they'll get nothing. I will tell you. The hunger can be there. Nobody could be hungrier than that preacher I just talked about. The faith can be there. The unity can be there. Even the worship can be there. Even a prayer life can be there. Even the right association can be there. But if you miss that, you're sunk. If you miss what we just saw right now here, those disciples were in the boat. He could have passed right by that boat unless they screamed. And they screamed. He could have gone beyond Emmaus, but they constrained him and knew how to do it. Don't you read it in the scripture? Come on, go back to Jacob. He's wrestling all night. Let me go, I won't let you. Let me go, I won't let you. Let me go, I won't let you. You're not going nowhere till you bless me. That wrestling with God is vital. If you don't know how to wrestle, you're going to lose. And wrestling with God has nothing to do with your flesh. It's got nothing to do with the flesh. Now, I'm going to talk about this next Monday, and I want you to come back with supernatural ears on. You know what I'm talking about? You know how the scripture says, he that hath ears to hear, let him hear what the Spirit says? I don't want you coming here thinking about, don't think about a thing except, Lord, help me capture what he's talking about. Because I want to deal with this. 3,000 people sat in Catherine's meeting, and what shocks me to this day, some of them tell me, I don't remember that service. I remember every detail of that service. God touched me and changed my life, and those dear people don't even remember the service. You know why? One word. She said one word just for me. And I was in the right place, the right time, the right moment. Grabbed it. Changed my life. I don't remember. I do not remember the healings. I cannot tell you. I don't even remember who came up and said they were healed. But I remember everything she said. I remember the way she looked, the way her tears fell. I remember even how I felt. Because that moment was dramatic. God was in that moment for me. And yet there were people on that bus, friends of mine, who told me later, I don't remember a thing. I said, you poor soul. God had that one glorious moment for me, and you missed it. But you see what happens. Just what happened to Elijah and Elisha. They had their moment. Moses had his moment. Joshua, everybody that you read about in the scriptures, even Paul. There is one moment in every man's life. If he misses it, he's through for life. Because he'll never come back that way again. You got to hear what I just said. God will never, ever, ever, ever come back that way again. I pray when your moment comes, you won't be blind or deaf and dull and miss it. Did you hear that? And you gotta understand what I just said. Every man of God, and I won't show you that tonight, but I will next week. Every man of God had a moment. They could have missed it. Moses would have never been mentioned in the scriptures had he missed it. But he didn't. Paul didn't. Every man of God that's mentioned in the Word had that moment with God and captured it. Peter almost missed it. Peter almost missed it. But Jesus was gracious when he said, I've prayed for you. I've prayed for you. With that, we'll go on next week.